Hello and welcome to What's Up with Dota. So today's first news story is that MVP HOT6 are currently looking for new team members. Now I want to make the distinction that MVP HOT6 and MVP Phoenix are two completely different teams, but they're under the same organization. Now their tweet reads, "We recruit players, take your chance and apply now." So the minimum requirement to apply and try out for the team is 5k MMR. They state that you do not need to speak Korean, but if you do, that's a huge plus. So that's the first story. HOT6 is currently looking for new members. Moving on to the second story. The second story comes in the form of a tweet by Orenzu, who works at ESL and is currently in Asia. He reports that he was in a press conference with organization Ali Sports or Alibaba, in which they will announce a 1.5 million USD Dota 2 tournament. The tweet says, Ali Sports announces 1.5 million CSGO, 1.5 million Dota 2, 400,000 StarCraft 2, 300,000 Hearthstone tournament today. Now, if you're not familiar with Alibaba, they're a global trading site in China, kind of like eBay, but for them, what they do is they sell items, usually in bulk. Now, if this tournament turns out to be true, it has the potential to be huge. It could potentially revive the Dota 2 Chinese scene. The prize pool is there of $1.5 million, and it could restore the faith of people in the Chinese organizations, the Chinese tournaments, because these past couple of months with the Shanghai Major, WCA, and all those tournaments, they have been a total disaster. This could also revive the Dota 2 fire in the Chinese scene. Like the Dota 2 Chinese, the scene is completely silent. There's nothing going on there. It's mostly Western teams. The Chinese teams have been underperforming, but this mostly all has to do with the way that Dota 2 is ran in China. And if this turns out to be huge, it could possibly spark the fire once again and make the Chinese team a force to be reckoned with. But of course, we'll have to wait and see on what happens and if the tournament turns out to be true and how they organize and host the event. But moving on to the final story, in which the final story has to do with an update that ESL One has made about Team Empire. Now, a couple of days ago, I reported a tweet by Vlad that said that Navi would be replacing Team Empire, which made logical sense because Team Empire went some team changes and only 2 members remained, and since Team Navi was the runner-up, it all made logical sense. But ESL One today has confirmed that Team Empire will be staying and participating at ESL One Manila. They say, so after discussing it for a while and looking deep at what our rules state, what has been communicated to teams, etc., we are going to have Empire keep their spot at ESL One Manila with a new lineup. In all esports, we run team licenses to ESL competitions get assigned to organizations they are playing for. So what they're basically saying is that the license are bound to the organizations and the team and not the team players. So since Team Empire is still active, they still get to keep their spot at ESL One Manila. Now, they have changed the rules for future tournaments, and the new rule states, going forward will be that if a team changes more than 3 players after qualifying their spots, will be re-evaluated. So there you have it. Team Empire will continue to play at ESL One Manila. But that's it for today. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, but I'll catch you guys next time.